So I'm standing here at my mum and dad's tiny home on their porch, and that is the house that I've just taken you through the layouts of, and you'll remember that they had their tiny home, their porch, and their pod. So I'm going to take you on a video tour of this modular tiny home setup so that you can see how they've decided to set up their 3 different units. And you can imagine that if you were starting out, you could start with the tiny home, you could add the porch, and you could add the pod. And the pod could be anything you wanted it to be, really. It could be 2 bedrooms, could be a main bedroom, could be a work from home office. Depends on what your needs require. But it is just so helpful to have that pod door in place and the mindset that one day you can add something in that zone. So here's Mum. She's actually making a little tiny house model that is at our stall. So go and have a look at it after this presentation, because they're pretty cool. Feel free to ask us any questions. So into the kitchen of the tiny home. And this is a real lived-in tiny house. We did not tidy it specifically for this video. Into the kitchen and across into the lounge. Their cute little old pup. And then take you over into the bathroom and upstairs, and then after that we'll go into the pod. So Mum and Dad's bathroom, a good size. And a little laundry under the stairs. Upstairs in their setup, they've got 2 bedrooms. So you can imagine if you were starting out with just the tiny home, this could be your bedroom quite easily at the start until you added other modules, or you may find that you never needed to, but at least you've planned for that in case. So this is the guest room. Normally that's folded up into a couch, and it is the kids' playroom, and they love it. And then the other room is the kids' sleeping zone with the TV. Such a cozy space. So I'll hop down and I'll go into the pod bedroom now. So the tiny house ends here, and this is the pod parked right up against the tiny house itself. So this is basically a sleep out. And Mum and Dad have obviously chosen to have it as a main bedroom with a walk-in wardrobe. Because that's what best served their needs. But obviously, as I said, this room could be a wide range of things thanks to that pod door. So always consider where you're going to put a pod door in your tiny home to make sure that you are successfully future-proofing it. Something to consider is you also want a section without windows on the tiny home, so that when you put the pod in place and it runs along, it's not going to be blocking any future windows. So I hope you enjoyed this example of modular tiny home living.